So, this isn't video game related, but if you've been watching my channel for a while, you know that I'm a pretty massive Trekkie. And I wanted to share my thoughts about Star Trek Discovery now that the first chapter is done, which is the first 9 episodes. So I'm going to try to avoid spoilers, so I'm not going to get into anything too specific about the plot or anything here. What I really want to address is the main concern I had going into this, is whether this is going to really be Star Trek, or is it going to be like another bastardization like the J.J. Abrams movies. So if you're a fan of traditional Star Trek and you've been put off from watching Discovery by what you've seen or heard, then maybe I can address that. So after seeing the first few episodes, I didn't quite feel like it. It didn't feel like the Star Trek I knew and loved. So the thing about Star Trek that makes it what it is to me, first and foremost, is the positive view of humanity's future, which is kind of unusual in sci-fi. It's usually like dystopian or, evil corporations have it's just awful, but Star Trek has always been like, we can do better. Look at what we could be if we were at our best. And so, yeah, it didn't seem like Discovery was doing that. It seemed like the characters didn't feel like Starfleet officers, and the Klingons. Well, yeah, that's neither here nor there. The most important factor is whether it's Star Trek, and I think after watching it, the answer is it might be getting there. The thing is, in today's TV culture, they could never make a new Next Generation. It just wouldn't. It wouldn't get made. It wouldn't have, it wouldn't demographics, market research, all that. They have to make the kind of Star Trek show that can survive and have enough mass appeal to be successful. So they start things off with a bang and give us some pretty standard sci-fi action drama, and it was a bit too much. It's like it starts right away, and it's like, oh, they're doing this. Yeah, so I was worried it was going to all be like that. But then, as the episodes went on, I started to see more and more things that I recognised. Sometimes a bit too blatantly. I don't just mean like the numerous references to Star Trek lore and like mentioning these systems and characters and details. I mean, that's nice. It shows that they know where they're coming from and they're paying attention to the source material. But in terms of the tone, it seems to be moving towards that. See, TNG Next Generation showed us what the end of that journey was like, when we'd already resolved the worst problems of our society and reached our potential. But I think maybe what they're trying to do with Discovery is show the part before that, where humanity grows from sort of what we are now into that, just to show how we get from here to there. So if that's what they're doing, then this could be a real Star Trek show. And perhaps in this way they can even bring in a new audience, and they might go back and watch the old Star Trek once they've become a fan of Discovery. So I remain optimistic. I didn't expect to like this show. I was kind of concerned about it. I wanted to like it, and about halfway through I was very negative about it. I let like 3 or 4 episodes go ahead, and then I just sort of, I guess I'll watch them, and then, okay. But it is very different. It defies a lot of Star Trek conventions, but it also shows respect to what's gone before. They're not doing cheap shit like Star Trek Into Darkness did with... that was painful. Discovery is not even close to that. It's something new, but it just might have that ineffable quality that makes Star Trek special. It's still only 9 episodes in, but they've already done a lot. And I think if you stick with it, it might surprise you. Give it a shot. And let me know what you think in the comments.